What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. And then it's just another manic day, right? We're up, we're down, we're down, we're up, we're down again. We're gonna take a look at the charts. Jerome Powell spoke yesterday, right after they made the decisions to keep the FOMC. They had their meeting and they made the decision to keep rates unchanged. And after Jerome Powell spoke, we'll take a look at the chart, see what happened, see what impact it had, how powerful one man's speech or perception of what he's saying, really the perception, how powerful it could be to the price. But it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna take a look at another number that came in today, PPI. That's bullish, but the market didn't care. But I'll let you know why it's bullish. And a couple of, well, one move that I did, I'll show staking a crypto project of mine called Neural AI, so we'll show you that. And we're gonna highlight WadsPay today because the community seems to be very upset with the movements, and we're gonna take a look at the chart to see if that is deserved. Should they be upset, or is it just par for the course? And so without further ado, let's do this. Okay, so yesterday, when I did this video, when I did yesterday's video, we were up here. We were above 69,179. Jerome Powell hadn't spoken yet, but things looked bullish. I was bullish. I was happy. Most people, I'm sure, were, because yesterday we got back. Well, when I did that video, we got back the gains that we lost the previous day, right? And it looked like maybe we were heading back up here for the third, essentially the sixth try since February 28th of trying to get over this, and hopefully it was going to be the charm. However, it seems after Jerome Powell spoke, and I said it all depends on if he's a lot of it will have to do on how bullish or dovish he is, if we can keep this area. I forget what I said, but essentially a lot was riding on what Jerome Powell said, and I thought he was going to be more dovish. And I listened to the speech, and I didn't think anything bad. It's not like it changed my perception of things, because they've already been mentioning one rate cut. So the market perceived it as hawkish, okay, and it's what the market perceives it as, and they didn't like the whole one rate cut thing. Although he was saying that it could be two rate cuts, it could be that rate cut will come later on, right? Will come later on in 2025 or something like that. The market didn't like that, and so it gave back a lot of the gains that it made yesterday. As you can see, this big wick, we lost 69,179, and today we're having a red day. It's kind of muted. It's pretty much where it's been the last two days, right, as far as bodies are concerned. But that doesn't mean we can't come down here and drop. I mean, today we dropped as low as 66,300, but it's not over. Altcoins are again taking a beating, okay, after a green day where things are looking like they were moving up. Great opportunity to buy altcoins. Great opportunity to buy altcoins. Eventually they will stop bleeding, right? Eventually they will stop bleeding, and eventually we are going to all move up, Bitcoin and everything. It just takes time. It just takes time. You have to have patience, okay? You have to have patience. The parabolic, and really not much patience. I mean, we're talking about a few months away before things start getting really, really crazy. 3 months away, who knows? Maybe 2. Or less. I mean, who knows? But when things get really crazy, a few months, yeah. So right now, back to this. Right now, first we have to lose 65,274. I don't know that we do that, okay? Because it seems like we're just trying to hug right here and see if we can make it, even with the quote-unquote bad news, right? And let me add to that PPI came out today, Producer Price Index. It came in lower than expected. So that basically shows that inflation is cooling, and that should have been a positive catalyst for the price of Bitcoin and risk assets, right? But the market just kind of shrugged it off and continued its red days. That's all right. Later on, when it gets out of its little manic depressant stage, it will come back the other way. It will come back the other way. PPI, if it's cooling, or they're showing that it's cooling, that could cause the Fed to be like, okay, you know, maybe instead of September, we instead of one cut, we do 2 cuts this year, right? September, and then maybe one in December or something like that. All right, but what does it tell me? It tells me that, you know, that if in fact they do cut rates in September, which is what I was thinking, then the bull run the parabolic phase will happen a little bit later. We won't have a left translated cycle, meaning we won't have the parabolic phase like earlier into 2024. it could be that we have it in middle or late 2025, which is more or less in line with how previous cycles have been. Okay, so I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand what they don't understand, but it is what it is. And while we're in this triangle, as I've mentioned a bazillion times, it is still a good time to accumulate. So it seems like we're going to stay here, and I think that we're going to just be hugging, playing this. Let me give you some time frame, short term, right? Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Friday's like the last day, and then wherever it is, up or down, it's probably going to spend 2 more days around that area, because Saturday and Sunday nothing happens, and next week it's going to make an attempt. In what direction it goes? Maybe today and tomorrow we do try to touch down here, scare people, the 65,200, and test it and see what happens. If we hold it, right, and then maybe Monday we come back up and test right here, and just killing time, right? Monday of this coming week, and spend a week trying to kill it up, trying to get up here again, right? Something like this, slow grind up, boom, first little drop, and then come up. We're just killing time, right? We're just killing time. However it happens, okay? Or it could be that we drop and stay playing next week down here, and then we'll probably drop some more. But again, now we're killing all of June, right? Getting into July, and then things are probably going to start looking up sometime late July. I would say. I would assume, if it doesn't happen earlier, I would assume like that. All right, so that's something. But again, I'm just guessing, guys. I'm just guessing. Like everyone is. No one knows the future. How did the other? Let's take a look at other charts of how the reaction was to Jerome Powell. PPI this morning. Green day for the dollar. DXY getting back all these losses from yesterday. How did the Dow Jones react? Dow Jones dropping. Nasdaq having a red day, but I mean, look at the big pump right there. S&P 500 having a red day, giving back a lot of the gains that it made yesterday. See the 2-year bonds? Cool, we like that. 10-year bonds, cool, we like that. That's positive, guys. It's positive. It's just, I don't even think it's like a mixed bag, because I don't see too much that has changed. It's just right now the market is upset, sad, depressed, whatever. It has to come to the reality that rate cuts are going to happen later, and there's only going to be probably one, and it's now repricing itself based on that information that we already knew. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. And right now, like I mentioned, something like this playing right here. Let's see what happens. If we start dropping back down, which means hopefully altcoins will stop bleeding and start moving up, or if we keep breaking through. Either way, I think we win. All right. Okay, so now let me just do really quickly. I think that's all for Bitcoin. Let's look at total 3 really quick. So we got lost it again. This little area right here. That's cool. Do we come back down? Is this a bear flag? That's okay. No problem. No big deal. We can spend some time here, kill time, but eventually we're gonna break through here, and then we're gonna keep going a lot higher, right? That's total 3. The way I see it, man, is just opportunity, guys. Opportunities, and there's a lot of projects that are beat up right now, and that are good buys. All right, staking. So I have a project called Neural AI, right? It's actually at a great buy price right now. I've mentioned it to you guys. There's a 4% tax on it. Right now I'm underwater. I was up on it for the most part, $2.32. And right now it's at $2.13. 21 million market cap, 353,000 daily volume. And as you can see, it's a brand new project. And it offers staking now. Okay, so what I would suggest, if you're in the project, or you're wanting to get into the project after doing your homework, if you want to do the staking thing, you just go to CoinMarketCap, okay? Go Neural AI, and from there you can go to the website. You go to the website, and that's where the staking is at, okay? And I say to do it that way because if you get a bad link or something, and you connect your wallet, you're screwed. So you have to be very, 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 very careful what links you use, what you open. So just go to the website. The website will show staking, the official website from CoinMarketCap, right, of this project, which is why I would send it there. And it takes you to this stake.goneural.ai. And the current APY or APR is 36.52%. It does change depending on a bunch of factors. Okay, it is variable, but right now it's a good APR, so I got in. Unfortunately, Neural is on Ethereum, and Ethereum this morning was a lot more expensive than what it is right now. It's at 16 GWEI, and I did this transaction. It was at 40, and so I paid like $30 to do this, just to stake my Neural. But you earn Wrap Tau. Okay, I don't have any Tau, but I know it's a good project. I thought they were combining with like 2 other projects, but hey, I'm still earning that 36% of that on my holdings. So cool, free money. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. That's the only thing I've done. Other than that, I've just been watching the charts and watching my X, because I like to get information from here, because there's just a lot of information. Crypto Twitter is a good source, guys, a good source of information. And if you don't have crypto, if you don't have Twitter or X, whatever, I suggest you get it, especially if you're invested in crypto. All right. There's a lot of crap too, but just follow me. I put a lot of good information out. I'm constantly watching this market, you guys know. All right, so that's Neural, and then we're gonna end it because watching my crypto Twitter, I've noticed that a lot of people are upset. And people are upset all the time about WattsPay, right? This dropped, like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. What's up, WattsPay? Why are you doing this to us? Just dumb. So you're upset about the price action, okay? WattsPay can't do anything else other than what it does. It's work, okay? If you believe in the project, if you believe in the move that you did, okay, this is what it is. This is par for the course. This is why it's good to be able to know, read, and understand charts, so you don't get crazy. Look at this huge pump, and then followed by this huge drop. Huge pump, followed by this huge drop. Dropped even more. Pump, dropped. Big pump, dropped. What changed? Nothing has changed since August 26th. It's basically been doing the same thing. So this is kind of expected that you bought up here at the top. I'm sorry, but you know what? The silver lining is eventually it's going to go the other way. Eventually, after this big drop, basis for a little while or something, boom, it's going to pump up and it's going to go higher, because look, pretty much this was a little bit higher. No, actually, no, it's not. A higher high right here. A higher high and a higher high. So just watching this, what do you think is going to happen again? There's going to be a higher high at some point, so you're not going to be underwater forever. Right now it sucks or whatever. If you have more capital and still believe in the project, dollar cost average in, lower your average buy price there, so you'll be that much closer to being in profits when it comes up. Okay, you gotta know how to read charts, understand it, and understand that this is possible. Okay, but it's not forever. No big deal. This is nothing. It probably couple of wicks, probably it stays in this channel. I don't know that we'd lose it. It could be, because we could have some support right here, but for the most part, let's see if this holds. All right, it all depends on how long this boredom is going to be, and I think it could be for a little bit longer, because again, I think Bitcoin is pretty much just aligning itself with previous cycles, synchronizing itself with previous cycles. So we got to be bored for a few more months. All right, stuck in a range. We've been stuck in this range, but you know what? The longer we're stuck in this range, the bigger that pump is going to be once we finally break out. We don't know exactly when that's going to happen, right? I maintain later on in the year, you know, after summer. I thought we were going to have an altcoin summer, but so far that's proven not to be the case. It's still not really completely summer. I mean, we're still only like June, but it's the middle of June now. So time is going by relatively fast. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Let's not worry about things, man. You know, when people start getting toxic and crazy, that's when the end is near. That's when capitulation is pretty much at the bottom. We're at the bottom, and capitulation is a sign of we're being at the bottom. And I know I've mentioned before, you know, if we aren't at the bottom now, because people have been capitulating, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Yes, altcoins bleed more, but at the same time, they're going to pump more. Okay, so that same volatility is going to work in your favor when the market starts moving up, and then you're going to forget all about this tough time. If you have capital, DCA. That's my advice. All right, guys, if you can, please like, subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff helps. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.